Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a knack for growing their wealth while others struggle? What's their secret? Let's delve into that today. One of the key elements that distinguishes the financially successful from the rest is the clarity of their financial goals. Think of it this way, you wouldn't set out on a journey without a destination in mind, would you? Similarly, without clear financial goals, your financial journey may become aimless and unproductive. The first step towards financial success is to determine your short-term and long-term financial objectives. Short-term objectives could be saving for a vacation, or paying off a credit card debt, something you aim to achieve in the near future, say within a year. On the other hand, long-term objectives might include saving for retirement, buying a house, or funding your child's education, goals that you intend to reach in more than 5 years. Having clear financial goals is like having a roadmap for your journey. It gives you a sense of direction, it helps you make informed decisions, and it keeps you focused and motivated. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Therefore, it's not enough to merely have financial goals. You need a plan to achieve them. A well-thought-out financial plan will guide your investment decisions, help you manage your spending, and ensure your money is working towards your goals. It will also help you anticipate and prepare for financial challenges that might come your way. Moreover, a financial plan is not a one-time task. It's a continuous process that needs to be reviewed and adjusted over time as your financial situation, personal circumstances, and goals change. In the end, the importance of setting clear financial goals cannot be overstated. It's the foundation upon which your financial success is built. It's the compass that keeps you on track. It's the key to unlocking your financial potential. Without a clear financial goal, you're like a ship without a rudder, directionless, and at the mercy of the wind. So, let's explore how you can set clear, achievable financial goals and chart your course towards financial success. Stay tuned. Let's dive into the lives of two individuals, Alex and Bob. They both earn the same, but their financial outcomes are drastically different. Meet Alex. Alex is a 30-year-old software engineer who has always believed in the power of setting clear financial goals. From the moment he got his first paycheck, he set a short-term goal to save enough money for a down payment on a house within 5 years. This goal was specific, measurable, achievable, relevant to his life, and time-bound, or SMART. Alex also set long-term goals, like retiring at 55 with a certain amount in his retirement fund. He consistently invested a portion of his income each month, making his money work for him. Now, let's look at Bob. Bob, also a 30-year-old software engineer, never really bothered with setting financial goals. He lived paycheck to paycheck, spending freely without a clear plan for his future. He figured he'd start saving for retirement when he got older. Bob's lack of clear financial goals meant that he was often strapped for cash and had no substantial savings or investments. Fast forward to today. Alex, with his well-defined financial goals, was able to buy a house 5 years into his career and is well on track for an early retirement. His disciplined approach to finances and commitment to his goals has allowed him to grow his wealth and secure a financially stable future. On the other hand, Bob finds himself in a precarious financial situation. He's still renting, has no significant savings, and is far behind on planning for retirement. He's realizing the hard way that without clear financial goals, it's easy to fall into a cycle of living paycheck to paycheck with no end in sight. As you can see, having a clear financial plan makes a significant difference. These real-life examples of Alex and Bob illustrate the importance of setting short-term and long-term financial goals. It's not just about how much you earn, but how well you plan and manage your earnings that truly matters. You might be wondering, how do I set clear financial goals? The answer is to make them SMART. So, what does SMART stand for? Let's break it down. Specific. A specific goal has a much greater chance of being accomplished than a general one. For example, instead of saying, I want to save more money, say, I want to save $300 a month for a new car. This goal is clear, precise, and leaves no room for ambiguity. Measurable. How will you know when you've achieved your goal? Make it measurable. In our car savings example, you can measure your progress by tracking how much money you're saving each month. If your target is $300 and you've saved $200, you know you're 2/3 of the way there. Achievable. It's good to aim high, but your goal should also be realistic and attainable. If you're currently struggling to save $50 a month, jumping straight to $300 might be a stretch. A more achievable goal might be to increase your savings incrementally, perhaps starting at $100 a month. Relevant. Your goal should be relevant to your broader financial objectives. If you're aiming to buy a house in 5 years, saving for a new car might not be the most relevant goal. Instead, you might focus on saving for a down payment. Time-bound. Lastly, your goal needs a time frame. Without a deadline, there's no sense of urgency. Going back to our car savings example, you might decide to save $300 a month for 2 years. This gives you a clear end date and helps you stay on track. So let's put it all together. A smart financial goal could be, I want to save $300 a month for 2 years to buy a new car. It's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, assuming you need a car, and time-bound. Remember, a goal without a plan is just a wish. So make your financial goals smart and turn those wishes into reality. Now it's your turn to set your own financial goals. To begin, you need to identify your financial objectives. These could be anything from paying off student loans, saving for a down payment on a house, or building a retirement nest egg. These objectives fall into 2 categories, short-term and long-term. Short-term financial objectives are the goals you want to achieve in the next 1 to 3 years. This could be something like saving for a vacation or paying off your credit card debt. These are immediate goals that require quick action and constant monitoring. On the other hand, long-term financial objectives are the goals you want to achieve in more than 3 years. These could be saving for your child's education, buying a house, or building a retirement nest egg. Long-term goals require patience, consistency, and a long-term investment strategy. Once you've identified your short-term and long-term objectives, it's time to make them smart. That's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For instance, instead of saying, I want to save money, make it specific and say, I want to save $10,000. Then, make it measurable. Decide on how much you'll save each month to reach your goal. Ensure it's achievable. Your goals should be realistic, based on your income and expenses. The relevance of your goal is also crucial. If you're saving for a house, for instance, it makes more sense to prioritize this over a vacation. Lastly, make sure your goal is time-bound. When do you want to achieve this by? Having a deadline creates a sense of urgency and makes you more likely to stick to your plan. Remember, setting financial goals is not a one-time event. It's a dynamic process that should be reviewed and adjusted as your circumstances change. Be flexible and willing to reassess your goals as needed. Setting clear, smart financial goals is the first step towards financial freedom. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We've navigated the vast landscape of financial planning, and the key takeaway is the paramount importance of setting clear financial goals. These goals serve as your roadmap, guiding you towards financial stability and prosperity. We started our journey by setting the stage, emphasizing that financial goals are the stepping stones to your dreams. Whether they are buying your dream home, investing in your child's education, or securing a comfortable retirement, they are not just about numbers on a spreadsheet, but more importantly, they are about the life you envision for yourself and your loved ones. We then ventured into the real world, exploring practical examples to illustrate the impact of clear financial goals. We saw how someone with a clear goal of saving for a down payment on a house was able to make strategic decisions that got them closer to their dream home. We also examined how another individual with a goal of retiring early was able to make informed investment choices that would secure their future. Next, we delved into the concept of SMART goals: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These are not just buzzwords, but essential components of an effective financial goal. A SMART goal is not just about wanting to save money, but rather it's about saving a specific amount by a certain date using achievable and relevant methods. In setting your own goals, we stressed the importance of personalization. Your financial goals should reflect your individual circumstances, aspirations, and risk tolerance. This is not a one-size-fits-all scenario, rather it's about crafting a tailored financial plan that works for you. So, as we wrap up, remember that setting clear, smart financial goals is not a luxury, but a necessity. It's about making intentional decisions today that will shape your financial future. It's about taking control of your money, rather than letting it control you. Remember, your financial future is in your hands. Take the first step today by setting clear, smart financial goals. See you on the next clip. Be financially free.